Hey there and welcome back to Sea Power. Today we're doing one of the Wendepunkt Nordsee missions. This is a popular campaign series on the workshop. You can find it linked down below in the description if you want to have a go yourself. Our mission today is to bring back this cruiser. The Ticonderoga, or the Aurich as the Germans have called it. This is an experimental cruiser and it has to be brought home. We got Lutyens and Mulders to bring her home. Now, these two destroyers are capable of launching the Standard Missile 1. We have harpoons, we have the RUR-5, so the ASROC guns. Unfortunately, no defenses. Well, I mean, yes, they got chaff, and that's it. No Sea Whiz. Thankfully, we do have, of course, a Ticonderoga. Very, very, very capable cruiser. And with this cruiser, we're going to have to make it all the way back towards this area. Now, the background for this situation is that, and I'm going to run this through the Google Translate, so it's not going to be perfectly translated. In 1991, a socialist revolution took place in Norway, which tied the country more closely to the Soviet Union politically. Shortly thereafter, Norway and the Soviet Union intensified their cooperation to secure control of the North Sea oil fields. This development was met with considerable resistance from Western states and oil companies who saw their economic interests in the region threatened. Over the years, tensions grew as the Soviet Union and Norway increased their military presence in the region, while Western powers sought to maintain their influence. The conflict over oil resources escalated, and both sides prepared for possible military confrontations. The situation right now is that an escalation is imminent, as negotiations between NATO, Russia and Norway have failed. You are to take on command of the destroyers Lutyens and Mulders, as well as the new flagship of the German Navy. Lead the units safely and without incident back to German territorial waters in the North Sea west of Norway. Losing the cruiser must be avoided at all cost. Now, since the cruiser is the only one capable of launching helicopters, I'm going to do just that. We also have an S3 capable of dropping sonobuoys and launching torps. Actually, let me launch both helos, because I don't trust this not to have submarine interference. We're dealing with a capable opponent. That is Norway. So I am only intermittently going to use radar. Let's use air search and surface search for a bit. I'm only seeing this one merchant here, which is flying a Soviet flag. Okay. Let's go dark. Change course. Increase speed. I'm letting my helicopter do the rest of the scouting and see if I can dig up anything. It's gonna be... Ooh, it's gonna be a good 8-hour sail in order to get to our objective. That's at our increased speed. Okay, well, looks like we have a pretty... Oh. I was gonna say we have a pretty interesting journey ahead of us. That journey might just have changed. What are you? Yeah, it's gonna be NATO on NATO at this one. Request ID. Cannot communicate. It's interesting. Cannot communicate. That might be too far away. Okay. Helo. Let's get you ready. If there's a helicopter here, I'm guessing there's a surface ship fairly close to it. So let's say somewhere in that area is a surface ship. I'm going to put my helicopter out to sea. Out to a flank. I'm going to stay dark. They're using their radar, that's fine. It's just going to give me more information. It's a mushroom. That means it's a Soviet ship. Rather, a Soviet helicopter, and thus a Soviet ship. A K-25, more likely than an Mi-14. I've never even seen an Mi-14 in this game. What is that like? Helicopters. Mi-14. It's a land-based maritime patrol in an ASW helo. Yeah, but it would have absolutely no business here. Unless the Norwegians gave clearance to a unit such as that to be up here. Now, it says an escalation is imminent. It doesn't say what the rules of engagement are. So, seeing as I'm not actively in a shooting war with anybody just yet, I don't wish to fire a missile at this particular helicopter at this time. I am, however, concerned that since he's 27 miles out at probably decent altitude, and he's not that high, he's 300 or 200 feet up. No, not torpedoes, buoys. I'm not sure if he's detected me yet, but I'm getting kind of concerned about that. So let's go with our search and surface search too.
Surface search on.
Disregard MCON for now. Because if this guy is planning to spot me and is then planning to launch a spread from its accompanying mothership, I would like to know about it. Go to 3,000 feet. Surface search on. Hello, gentlemen. Neutral. Neutral. 2 fishing boats. And that's a large contact. Let me guess, they won't chat. Just not respond. Fair enough. Okay, is that the only thing here? Missile, missile, missile. Targeting my helo. Change course, dip down. Kill the radar. Okay, so we're shooting helicopters out of the sky now. That's fine. I can do that too.
Engaging track 7002.
I mean, this helicopter's also at risk. Run!
Roger, turn 24. Birds away, track.
This is
70.
gonna be dangerous for this helo. I don't have any countermeasures. All I can do is hope that I can get to the lower altitudes fast enough. But I wouldn't be surprised at all if this one's gonna get me.
Roger, turn 102.
Oh boy.
We're hit.
That's one helo dead. Fine, I'll trade you one helicopter. Where's he at? Low to the ground. There he is. Gotcha.
Track 7002.
So, with that, I'm assuming this thing is hostile. We know where it is. Let's send him a salvo of 4 harpoons. Just because.
Track 7003.
2 away. 3 away.
Track 7003.
And 4. That ought to give him something to worry about. Also, by knocking out his spotter, maybe he's not going to be able to shoot back. And, well, currently. He could have, of course, sent missiles back along the path. And that probably would result in a hit. Now, it's a large ship. I'm not sure exactly what type. It's doing 19 knots. I did see what sort of missile it was. The 4K something. It could be a cruiser? Question mark. So that would make it a missile cruiser. Kara? That has the 4K 65. Kara would probably identify, or would probably defend itself against 4 harpoons. They probably wouldn't care too much. I still have 16 more between my frigates and another 4 on the Ticonderoga. But the problem, sorry, with the destroyers. The problem is they have that single launcher. And that means you only send them one at a time. So a big spread is not as likely. We have them on visual? Okay. What, from the helo then? So we can say that there's something out to our west, but we can't exactly say what. 15 miles out, we're sea skimming. He's not using his radar. He's only on visual. So we're not picking him up in the ESM detections. And that means he probably doesn't know that there's missiles on the way.
Contact faded. Track.
Let's see what he does. He might activate his radar the moment that he visually observes that there's a missile coming in. I think by that time it'll be too late. Oh, there's something else out there. Range to the sonobuoy, 12 miles. Alter this spread a bit. Like that. Well, this one's a bit too close. Let's just do a bit of a drop to where we're gonna go. Like that. Alright, gentlemen. Yep, there's the surface-to-air missile to counter it. I don't want to know what the other thing is, because officially I haven't detected it yet. Missed me. We're getting attacked by defensive jamming. There's another surface-to-air coming up. In case you are going, what the hell is that? The 4K M65? Well, it's probably because I'm running the next threat or new threat upgrade in the background. That mod. It changes designations, but it doesn't really change that much else. Oh, now they're coming up with SA4s. They're having a hard time stopping these harpoons. Yeah, it's a car.
003 is classified. Hostile warship.
Oh, come on. Did you get spoofed by the jammer? Rim 7s? That's a NATO weapon. What? No, dude. We got one hit. 2, 3. That ought to be sufficient for the Kara. So there's something else out there. And this harpoon is going for something else. Ooh, they knocked it out of the sky with a 76 mil? That's impressive. Okay, I didn't know they could do that. I mean, yeah, I've seen that once, I think, with a 127. But... curious. Okay. Flying the Norwegian flag. So the Norwegians are definitely not our friends today. Good to know. I'm gonna wait for this car to sink. Which I think he will. If I launch the rest of my harpoons now, it's very likely that we'll see this thing either catch all the missiles or potentially still be able to help in shooting them down. So I don't want to do that. I do want to have the rest of my ships go with air search and surface search, just to be sure. I can also ping active sonar. Let's get a towed decoy streamed. Are we going too fast? Okay, fine. So much for MCON, but we're already in a shooting war. I think you can say safely that the escalation has begun. Much to my surprise, the Kara has recovered. They are no longer burning. They've even restored propulsion. And I don't like anything about that. So I'm going to send them another 4 harpoons. Well, yes. I'm going to send them another 4 harpoons. Simply because I think that their escorts... Damn it. Their escorts might help. This is not what I wanted to see at all. That's SSN-14B Silex missiles coming in. Ticonderoga is already responding with their standard missiles. We're able to engage these missiles of theirs the moment that they come out of the launchers. The moment we detect them. Yeah, it's one of those. They're pretty much on the edge of their operational range, right? They got a range of 27 miles, I think. Yeah. They're right on the edge of range. So I guess that's not a coincidence. That's why this ship spawned fairly close. Also, it's flying a Norwegian flag, which is interesting. Guess the Norwegians upgraded. Yeah, you can wave goodbye to the missile on your way past. We got one. Our own harpoons are still going to take a while to travel. We got... yeah, Ticonderoga intercepted one track.
Track 7026.
What's the other one? So not only is that car capable of still maneuvering, they're also still capable of launching Silex missiles. That is fairly concerning. I wonder what else they're capable of throwing at me. Because a car is a pretty capable ship. Let's see, get this thing sunk. Attacking weapon with defensive jamming, we have that too. Okay, I guess that's something the ships do automatically.
Vampire, bearing birds away. Track 7027.
Yeah, they're still sending more missiles out. Damn it.
Contact faded. Track.
7028 classified hostile missile. Yep, we already got a couple of standard missiles coming out to meet him. The problem is we can see him once he launched, because then he's coming up. And after that he goes sea skimming again, he goes low, and we might not be able to see him after that. So, yeah, connection lost. We're sending standard missiles out against nothing, really. We can't see it. Alright, Kara. Round 2. Here's Rim 7s.
Hostile. Birds away. Track. Track.
We have one of the other escorts.
9.
Yeah, no joy. Hit.
Track. 7003.
The rest of these missiles might be overkill, but I want to get rid of this thing because it's still shooting. So, no prisoners. Got him. He's done. These harpoons don't care. Gonna plunge right into the target. I think that might have eliminated the biggest threat. And also the biggest ship capable of intercepting missiles.
Surface search on. Radar eye.
I'm gonna try and pop up.
Roger. Roger.
And then detect the rest of those ships.
Roger.
Send more harpoons after them.
0, 2.
Because so far they've proven to be themselves less than very capable of intercepting missiles.
0, 7.
30 miles out. I feel somewhat protected with the sonobuoys against submarines, but that's probably what the submarine wants me to think. Okay, let's get a quick surface search.
Surface search on. Radar.
None.
MCON secure all in. Roger.
Change course.
Turn 0, 4.
In case they immediately return the missile back on that bearing.
Roger. Turn 0, 5, 6.
26 miles out.
New surface contact
Hello.
detected.
You're hostile. You were with that guy. Yeah. I'm gonna say single shot.
Engaging track.
Single shot.
703. Engaging track.
This way, he's gonna have to contend with 2 harpoons at the same time. Ticonderoga, sorry, the... What was her fictitious name? The Aurich. They're out of missiles.
Bulldog away. Track.
Missile launch confirmed. Confirmed.
4.
Good. Yeah, that should give you something to worry about. Surf search.
Search on. Radar eye. Roger.
Clear.
Turn. MCON secure all emitters. Radar eye.
We did get him on radar. Radar from what? From the Lucians?
Track.
Really?
7034.
Not even from...
Hostile warship.
That's impressive. How did the Lucians get a detect and the Ticonderoga didn't? That's weird. Lucians is farther away. Surface search, SP-55. Lucians, what do you have? Surface search. SP-67.
New air contact.
Oh, you got a slightly better radar, potentially. Okay. Let's see how well he handles those missiles. The Kara didn't do a very good job at it, and he was trying to help the Kara with his Rim 77s. Hostile air? Oh. We're picking him up on his emissions.
Air contact detected.
We could be getting an airstrike fairly soon. Range? 90 miles.
Air contact
You can't hit that, right? It's too far. 40 miles. Do we have any ERs? No, it's all medium rangers. Okay, fine. Hit. Kill. Good. That's another one.
Turn 1. Surface search on. Radar eye.
Come on, there were more.
0, 5, 6.
There were more. We're not done yet.
MCON secure. Roger. Turn 0,
Anyway,
4, 1.
these aircraft. This appears to just be one aircraft. Could be another TO-45. Sorry, KO-45? Yeah.
Contact detected.
Possibly. There's something else coming in here. 35,000 feet. Airliner? Airliner. Good. Neutral.
7039 is
Now we still have hostile ships here, but I still can't see them.
new air. Contact detected.
What? Yeah, you're flying information with your friend there. Hostile. I know that I'm giving my position away with using my radars, but given the current state of affairs, I would rather give my position away and be ready than not see any of these incoming missiles.
Surface search on. Radar eye.
Still no joy in detecting the surface contacts, even though they're 20 miles out.
MCON secure all in. Roger. Turn.
Curious.
0. Roger. Turn. 118.
66 miles.
New surface.
Ah, there you are.
Contact detected.
Hostile. Now we picked him up on radar, let me guess. The Luchans? Yeah. We finally have him on visual, and there's another.
Contact detected.
Yeah, it might be a little aggressive. Anyone shoot these things?
Engage track 7.
Engage.
0, 4,
No, not with the
1.
standard missile, with a harpoon.
Engaging track 7, 0.
And then also
4.
give this thing a
Engage
harpoon.
track 7, 0. Engage track 7, 0.
Range to those incoming
4,
birds?
2.
56 miles.
Bulldog away.
Alright.
Track 7.
They should be far enough apart that my missiles won't interfere. That they won't pick out something else. New weapon seeker cone? Yeah, they're fine. They're fine. Surface search?
Surface search on. Bulldog away.
Nothing else.
Track 7, 0.
Okay, we got the rest of the bulldogs away. That's the missiles out. These are going 279er. They're going directly for me. Alright. I think it's up to the Ticonderoga to give them the good news. Was that an explosion? What was that? Somebody been hit? That was weird. Why would we launch chaff?
Track 7, 0.
No idea. Oh, it's an Oslo.
Is classified. Hostile warship.
Those have those Rim 7s on the stern. I'm not sure how many they sent, but I do remember them having a reload of 30 minutes.
Warship.
And there's a Sleipner behind it. That was, what, a mine? No, it's a corvette. It has a mortar and some guns. It's not a big threat. The Oslo is different. I thought the Oslo also had harpoons on them. Or sorry, no, penguins. With a range of 19 miles. So given that, I'm slightly out of range, but by a mile and a half. Okay. These boys are almost in range. The moment that they get into range, I'm going to shoot. Let's just double tap them.
Engaging track 7, 0, 3, 5. Salvo
Here's the
fire.
gun. I think I'm one harpoon short.
Birds
Maybe
away.
that's what exploded
Track
above my
7,
formation
0,
somehow.
3, 5.
Don't know why, but that would account for the missing missile. Okay, so we've engaged one. I also want to engage the other.
Hit track
Shoot, shoot,
7,
look.
0, 4, 1.
Oslo's been
Birds
hit.
away. Track 7, 0, 4.
Oslo is still trying to defend itself with the guns. Seemingly unsuccessfully so. And there's the Sleipner. Hit. He should be done. Okay, how about you then? Are you gonna get lucky with a 40mm? Possible. It's not that likely. And hit.
Hit track
Okay.
7, 0,
We got two
4.
missiles coming out to meet this first contact, and then another two coming out to meet the second contact. Shoot, shoot, look. As I've recently learned through the comments. So send two missiles, shoot, shoot. Then look to see if the contact's still alive. If not, fine. If yes, shoot again. And you're gone.
Track 7,
That's
0,
him dead.
3, 5.
You're gonna try and get the next? No. Didn't have any connection. Okay, you also don't have any connection. We missed him.
Bandits
Engage.
track 7. Birds away. Track 704.
The Sleipner is badly wounded. I don't think he's going to be much of an issue. Surf search.
Search. Roger. Turn 099.
I think we're good.
Roger.
Okay, time to take you off of picket duty for now and drop some more sonobuoys. Not that likely there's a sub here, but I'd rather be safe than dead. And we're still linked to him. Where are you? Just beyond the cloud. There he is. Flares. Nice try. No joy on that.
Track 7.
Gone. Good. Now there is another one out there. Coming in at some later date. Also, I have another S3 here, which... I mean, this is a pure ASW unit. That leads me to believe that there could be submarines in the area. Let's do an actual spread. Like that. If you want to know how I did that, select your unit, hold Alt, click this, right-click the map. And that way you're going to give the formation a whole spread. Now let's do it there, because by the time that you're getting here, I'm going to have deployed quite a spread. Okay. Let's change course. If there is a submarine stalking me, I want to know about it. I'm just going to change course to be a little safe and also to give myself a bit more time to deploy this sonobuoy pattern. Who knows? Unfortunately, I lost one helicopter, otherwise I could have deployed a heck of a lot more sonobuoys in a heck of a lot less time. Vampire incoming missiles. A couple of AS-13s from this SU-24. I'm not sure where he popped up from, but this bastard jumped me. I'm also going to send another spread against him, because there's an AS-13 coming in. Should be able to neutralize that. But sneaky, sneaky SU-24. The S3 is now almost in range. I'm still maneuvering with my own ships towards my own sonobuoys. We have the King Bolt detected and eliminated. Your connection lost. Dude, you're still coming in? That's pretty brave. Send it. Is that another SU-24? This one's going far faster. I'm not sure what it is, but we already classified it as hostile. Let's hope it's justified. Oh, come on.
Vampire, bearing 4-6.
He wasn't empty yet. It's this 24M, not that guy. So we got the missiles out. We also have standard missiles going to meet the AS-13. Ooh, narrowly avoided. Nevertheless, avoided. Single shot. I think he's empty by now. Or he's not that... Well... No, that's defensive, I think. He's not that high of a priority. King Bolt intercepted. Well done. Is this yellow empty? No, we got one buoy. Okay. Now what? Is that a civilian airliner? Does not respond. 459, 35,000 could be a civilian airliner. Oh. You like flares for breakfast? Fine. We'll just send another.
Engage track 7. Birds away. Track.
Okay, good job.
7.
Now, I can keep deploying sonobuoys, but I'm barely in range of this next line. So my helicopter's gonna have to come back, load up on new buoys. That means I can drop additional buoys with this one, but it really doesn't matter that much. Unfortunately. Can we finally catch this SU-24? This thing has clearly shown hostile intent. And I wish to inform him about the error of his ways. There. Oh, come on!
Buoy away. Engage track
Another.
7047.
At this rate, we're expending our SM2s at
Away,
a
track.
far higher rate than I was hoping for. RTB.
RTB.
Any more sneaky bastards coming in? Wouldn't know, they're sneaky. Okay, so we can continue flank. We're almost in range of this next line. These should keep us somewhat safe. Or at least detect something if there's something there. The sea state's pretty good today, so I'm thinking we should be able to detect it. Where is he? I think we might not have enough energy to catch him. My missile's slowing down. And he's not. Yeah, he's gaining. Ah, bastard. Okay, we're not going to be able to catch him. That's unfortunate. The S3 here is laying another spread of buoys and has detected 3 meagers. Sailing in what seems to be a formation. I don't like it.
Roger. Turn.
It looks very, very conspicuous.
Track.
So let's investigate.
Surface search on. Radar eye. Roger. Go to
1,000 feet,
altitude.
25 miles. If they're meager contacts, it's going to be difficult to detect them on radar.
Contact faded.
Not impossible,
Contact
but
faded.
difficult.
Track. Contact faded. Track. Contact
Are
faded.
you having trouble deploying your first buoy or something?
Confirmed. Roger. Turn. 1. Roger that.
Disregard that one.
Contact faded.
There.
Track.
This is going to take us pretty close to them. We have them on visual. Could be anything. We can see that there's something there, but not what is there. 14 miles out.
Buoy away.
Range? Definitely within harpoon range. That's Norwegian. I think it has penguins. I mean, everything Norwegian has penguins. That's their missile of choice. So, in that case, they are not going to be in range for a while. Because the missile range on the penguin was 21? 22?
Contact faded. Track.
Just staying snugly in my own sonopui pattern here. 28 miles. Elo, 20 miles out.
Roger. Turn. Buoy away.
Check it out.
Roger. Turn. 194.
The S3 might get another swoop with its radar in.
Contact faded.
What?
Track.
Surface unit. There they are. Whose radar's detecting that? The S3. Briefly. Very briefly.
Faded. Track. Contact
I think this guy is getting a bit
Contact faded.
confused about where I want those sonobuoys. Maybe because of time compression, he's unable to get his sonobuoys away.
Contact faded.
Got visual, origin from the S3, and the SH now has him on search. Okay. It's a hawk.
70.
That means they're probably all hawks.
Buoy away.
Slow.
Ahead 1/3.
We're out of range for now,
705.
but that probably won't last.
Classified. Hostile warship.
Give him a missile.
Track 7058.
One ought to do it. I believe those hawks are not that capable of launching any defensive ordnance against that missile, but rather just to launch right now.
705.
If they shoot down one, I can always send more.
Classified. Hostile war buoy away.
Ship listing over to port, trying to get a good launch angle. Normally, I would send 3 harpoons. But this time around, I won't, because these things are small and they're close together.
On station.
What is that? A Sauda. It's a minesweeper. Okay. You have... Yeah, there they are. 19 miles. Okay, so 21 is a safe margin. Rather that than the other way around. And the Snog, same type. He's just dropping soda boys, but he's going to have to be a little bit more careful about his current position. Lest he gets into range. Oh, you're back? You want some more?
Track 70.
We have some more, don't worry about that. He's holding. I'm just gonna keep my helo here. As long as I can keep those things lit up and make sure that I can engage them, I think that's sufficient. Cruiser turning to port, preparing to launch.
Birds away.
There we go.
Track 704. Buoy away.
There's the harpoon racing towards its target. AA-8s? What?
Roger.
No!
3. We've been hit.
Shit.
Missile launch. Missile launch.
Oh, that came off the Su-24! You bastard!
Roger. Turn. Roger. Turn.
The Su-24 with its 2 anti-air, or sorry, air-to-air infrareds.
Roger. Turn. Contact faded.
Oh, that would have almost lost me both of my ASW assets.
091.
Because I don't have any helos.
Contact
And it's still a long way to that point, so I wouldn't be surprised at all if they're still gonna hide some, oh, I don't know, submarine somewhere. Which I probably would never have detected. Unless I was going at, what, 6 knots, and then it's just prayers.
Contact faded. Track.
Come on, I need you to really get the kill on this thing today. Because that just splashed the second helicopter off the Tycho.
Track.
Got him.
7047 is history.
Well done. Unfortunately, that means I lost my detection now. Okay. I don't have that many harpoons left. I don't care about the Sauda at all, but the Snog has to go. This narrow seeker cone. I need visual, or I need radar.
Roger. Turn 2.
I prefer radar. Up you go.
Roger. Go to altitude 6.
Missile receiver warning. Or radar receiver warning.
Turn 257.
Get him. What? Oh, you decided to go for the minesweeper? Why? And you... Hmm? The minesweeper got it? Wow, that's...
Confirmed.
That's actually impressive. That is actually impressive. Was not expecting that.
Engaging track 70.
Let's go.
6.
Turning to port.
Bulldog away. Track 70.
Other ships should also pitch in their missiles soon.
Track new surface. Contact detected.
What is that?
Contact faded.
20 knots.
New surface. Contact
I trust this thing to be a slow, like, trawler.
Contact faded. Track.
Yeah, but this?
Contact
20 knots?
track.
I don't like it. This harpoon is on wide search. This is on narrow search because it was going for one particular target. I hope this one's going to engage the lead ship, the Hawk.
Contact faded. Track.
Not sure though. And I can't influence it either. Missile does what it wants to do. Not that close, thank you.
0. Contact faded. Contact faded. Contact faded.
Oh, that turn away, I'll lose detection.
Contact faded. Track.
This time around? Hit. And you? Hit.
8.
Okay, so that's both of them gone. At least that minesweeper. But what's your effective range? 1 mile. 1.5. Okay. I'm not that concerned with you. Formation.
Turn to course.
Proceed.
17.
Back to a head flank.
Maneuvering aye.
Oh man, I got 56 sonobuoys to get from here to there. Which is how far exactly? 120 miles. Oh man. Okay, that ought to make things very, very interesting. There's a submarine out there. Well, they might get me. I sent my Viking to start investigating this medium contact. And suddenly there's 2 more Meagers. They're all doing 20 knots, all on the same course. It's a hostile formation. The only question is, what do they have? Based on the profile, I'd say this could be a frigate. And these 2 are most likely going to be more missile boats. So, it's time for more harpoons. Unfortunately, we're out of range. But if I'm out of range, that means that they're like 4 times out of range, because they got that 19-mile missile range. So that means I'm safe for now. The only thing is, I don't want to lose this S3. So, I care to note what they are, if safe. And right now, it is definitely not safe. Let me mark up locations. 1, 2, 3. And keep in mind, this is the only aerial spotter I have left. I have no helicopters aboard any of those destroyers. So, if I want to detect something, I'm going to have to use this, which also doubles as an ASW bird. If I lose this, well, so much for airdrop torps, so much for sonobuoys, so much for mad sensors. It's going to be very difficult to get rid of a submarine, if at all. If I would make a beeline for that objective...
Turn to course.
6 hours and change. How long is this buoy gonna last? Into 44 minutes. Okay. I guess I have enough for a buoy every 5 miles. And then double it up. I don't like it. Not one bit. So let's say there, 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 there. When are we going to be in range? I can remove the range circle here. That was the preventative against penguins, I think. So you got 65. Yeah, give or take. And you are? I doubt you're ashore. I highly doubt that. Agrees to comply. Oh, it's a trawler. Right. Okay. So for now, I'm just gonna kind of let these guys live. If they want to head due north, they can. We're gonna turn a bit more east-southeast. And potentially avoid any confrontation whatsoever. Thankfully, the rest of our journey has gone smoothly. We have not encountered any surface or subsurface units. No additional aircraft. So thankfully, we're about to arrive in our safe circle. Or at least that's what I'm hoping it will mean. Unless this is gonna ferry us into the next part of the operation. I have also learned what happens when an S3 that has no home base runs out of fuel. The circle was shrinking, and at some point it just went, I have no fuel. And I don't care, because I'm flying on determination and willpower. Apparently if an aircraft has no home base to return to, that fuel gauge can run down, and it just doesn't care. So, it's a bit work in progress, shall we say. But apparently these S3s are flying on sheer grit. As for my missile count, I'm out of harpoons. I do have enough standard missiles. I still have 4 harpoons here, 3 harpoons there, and another 31, 32 standard missiles between them. So yes, good first mission. I'm saying first because it's part of an ongoing series that you can find on the workshop. I'll be doing the next one soon, coming up either tomorrow or very soon. And let me know what your thoughts are down below in the comments. I really enjoy these multi-part series. And I hope you do too. Let's see if this is actually the end or not. Any second. Yes. Ah, yes, of course. These missions and the descriptions are in German. Gute Arbeit, Admiral. Well done, Admiral. Die Mission wurde erfolgreich abgeschlossen. The mission has been successfully completed. Dank ihrer schnellen und entlogischen Führung konnte der Verband sicher und ohne Zwischenfälle in die deutschen Hoheitsgewässer zurückkehren. Okay, this is an interesting one. Thanks to your quick and entschlossenen... I'm not sure. Führung is guidance or command. So thanks to your quick and potentially determined guidance, the formation has returned to German Hoheitsgewässer, so basically German waters. Your practical navigation and the effective management of the tactical Lage, tactical order, tactical mission, has been completed. So I think the Lage is the mission. The mission's been completed. Doch dies ist nur ein erster Schritt. This is just the first step. Weitere Schlachten und Herausforderungen stehen bevor. Further battles and... I'm not sure what Herausforderungen is. Further battles are ahead. Die geopolitische Lage bleibt angespannt. The geopolitical pressure is on, or the stress is there. Und die bekommenden Tage, and the coming days, will be new confrontations. Your Fähigkeiten und die der gesamten Besatzung werden weiterhin auf die Probe gestellt. Your skill and command or something like that will be tested again. We have to be ready. Wir müssen bereit sein, auf jede Wendung der Situation zu reagieren. We have to be ready to respond to the situation. That was my on-the-fly German translation. I hope I did alright. Thank you for watching, hope you've enjoyed the mission, and I'll see you soon for more sea power.